There she is. There she is, boys. Let's go ahead and grab a cold start. So, the first thing you'll see on the dashboard is that we're out of gas. So let's go ahead and grab some gas. So, just put 10 bucks of gas in, that's how much gas I got. Reason I only put 10 bucks of gas inside is because it's a pretty common problem with G35s and 350Zs to where you put the gas hose inside and you pull it and it clicks after like 2 or 3 bucks of gas, and it varies from pump to pump for me. Like this Arco I go to is right next to my house. It's super convenient for me to go to, so I go there a lot, and it happens every single time. There's a white G right there. So yeah, I put about 4 bucks inside before it clicked, right? Obviously my tank's not full. I read in the forums that like you turn it at a certain angle and it puts more gas inside. It's a pretty big pain to keep having to do at like every single gas station I go to, but if you're ever looking to buy one, that's one thing you can look for, is the clicking of the gas pump. There she is. Get a good look at her. Gonna walk around here. So yeah, I'm just gonna go over some mods I've done to the car. I've only had the car for like a year and a half, really. Got it in January of 2015. So it's 2006, got it with 70,000 miles on it. Now it's got about 82,000 miles on it. Super reliable cars, these G35s and 350Zs. So far I've had no issues with the car whatsoever. Sometimes when I put my foot on the clutch, like I hold it down, the clutch like vibrates and kind of makes a weird noise. I've had it checked out by a couple different mechanics. One mechanic said that like it's nothing, like it's the clutch is fine, nothing happens to it. The other one's like, oh yeah, I need a new clutch pretty soon. So that's typical with all manual cars. They'll have to replace a clutch at some time in their life, but at 80,000 miles, I'm not really sure if that's very common for the G35s or not. But so I guess we'll start on this side. And my favorite part of the car is this front bumper. It is a Kuruma Z front bumper, and I got it from Outcast Garage here in Orange County. It sits way lower than stock, extremely lower. I don't ever go over bumps. I don't scrape any part of the car but this front bumper. If it was a stock front bumper, I would have no issues at all. But yeah, I think it sits super low. Here are the wheels. They're JNC wheels. This color is actually, I had it painted professionally at a shop, and it is TV2 blue, which is the same color blue as like the old Nissan Skylines. Probably my favorite color, blue. When I bought this car, I had something in mind. Like, this is exactly what I had in mind before I bought the car. I was like, I want this G35, it has to be white and I have to get these wheels for it. And that's exactly what I did. They're 19-inch wheels. I think it's like a 5-inch lip in the back and like 4-inch in the front. So these are 10.5-inch wide wheels. And those are 9.5s in the front. 275, 35s, 19s in the back. These are, yeah, Michelin Pilot Super Sports in the back. And I got, what are these? 595 Evos in the front. Both of them I can say they're pretty good tires. Bottom, both all the tires used as well. I don't have run flats. My next purchase is going to be run flats for sure when these tires go out. This right here, this wheel is at -3 degrees of camber. I don't know if you can tell that, -3 degrees of camber. I set the camera down, you can see. The fronts, I had it aligned. The fronts are fine. They're at like -1 degrees, I'm sure, or something like that. They're in the right specs. But if you take your hand over here and try to go all the way around, it gets stuck right there. You can't fit your hand inside. And I have not had these fenders rolled. These are stock fenders. Yeah, stock fenders. And it does not rub at all. I don't know if you can see, but it has not rubbed once since I got the car, or since I got the new tires on. So that's pretty cool, but it's at -3 degrees of camber, so that's not good. I have to go get these rolled anyways in the back so I can put these wheels at the right specs. Because I don't want to have to go through tires every few months. That'd be terrible. So let's go over suspension. For suspension, I got True Heart coilovers. I got them for like 450 bucks off of like eBay or Amazon. And I can say that no one, I know, I've looked it up, no one has bought a pair for the G35s and reviewed it yet. And I've had them for like maybe 2 months now. I can say they're pretty good. I mean, I don't go to the track, I don't race really at all. I just wanted to lower it because I like how it looked. And they're fully adjustable. Right now, I want to say it's like 1.5 inches lower in the back, maybe 2. Probably like 1.5 inches in the back and like 1 inch in the front. I would lower the front more, but the front bumper is just too low and I already scrape it a ton. So as you can see, my hand fits perfectly inside here. If you're ever gonna go static, make sure you buy adjustable coilovers because that's like the best way to go. So I bought this car from a Bud Light model, and she bought it in Texas and drove it to San Diego, and she drove it to me all the way to Orange County, like an 1.5 hour drive, so I could buy it. And there was a hard time trying to buy this car because she's like, oh, I don't have the title, it's in my dad's name, my dad lives in Texas, and she was going to turn it into the dealership for like a new Lexus, and I was like, no, I'm going to buy it from you. So I bought it, and the one thing she did, I don't know if you've noticed it or not, but the car used to be black. So this entire car was black. That's why you can see right here, this black right here doesn't match anything. And she painted it Lexus IS350 white, diamond white. So yeah, there's that. You can tell because I debadged it, and there's paint chips all behind where it's at infiniti. So eventually, I'm pretty much done with doing stuff to this car, but I want to get a spoiler, or I mean a hood without the spoiler, because I really don't want a spoiler anymore. Let me show you the trunk. A few other things I've done in the car. The subwoofers right here are 2 10-inch kickers. They are dual voice coil, and the sub box, find that online somewhere for like, I want to say 80 bucks, 100 bucks. It was kind of hard to fit inside here. This is kind of hard to get past the speakers. And what we ended up doing is, when I put it in, we put the amplifier behind here, because there's only like a big space on this side and a space on this side. So you can fit an amplifier behind there and it hides everything perfectly. I was lucky enough that when I bought the car, there's already a hole inside the firewall for the wires for the battery. So I didn't have to do that part. But yeah, it's pretty dirty inside here right now. Let me show you the screen. Put this in as well. I can say that Pioneer has a good screen, but when I put it in, I didn't connect the parking brake wire. So there's a lot of a lot of functions are blurred out that you can't use. Like for example, if I go to let me see the settings over here, like a lot of stuff is blurred out, like all this over here. You can't really use those unless your parking brake wire is connected. And I got a new phone and I paired it with here so I could just play the music wirelessly. And it already has a maximum of 3 phones paired, and I can't delete them unless I connect the parking brake wire. So I think over the summer I'm gonna have to make a video if I had to take all this out and replace it pretty much. I got the cheaper one of these because these trim pieces are expensive as hell to buy. Like I think I paid like close to like 200 bucks for this plastic one, and it's probably like 300 bucks I think for the nicer one with like the nicer knobs on it. But yeah, the exhaust is a CX Racing catback with a true dual catback. Now I'm not sure if they buy these from China and ship them out here, because I've seen these on other cars. I'm pretty sure like there's at least 6 different brands that sell this same exact catback for G's and Z's, and they all look the same. But I've seen them before and they aren't as loud as this one, so I don't know if CX Racing does something different, because this one's louder than the other ones that I've seen. But I'm gonna go ahead and start it up and rev it for you guys a few times. So yeah, that's my G. Look forward for more videos to come, because I'm probably gonna have some other things to do with this car. But other than that, hope you enjoyed. Comment if you want more. If not, dislike this video.